Peyton's Price, A Singular Obsession, Book 6, by Lucy Leroux, narrated by Avie Page. Chapter 1. Peyton Carson craned her neck over the crowd, lifting her arms so she could pretend to be stretching. "I am not searching for Liam Tyler," she told herself. He was out of the country for the rest of the week, and he'd sent a card with his regrets. But she looked anyway. Some habits were hard to break. But you will, any day now. Her childhood crush on him was over. Peyton had been telling herself that for a couple of years now. Someday, she was going to believe it. "Here." Maggie, Liam's sister and Peyton's best friend, thrust an ornately garnished cocktail glass into her hand. They were in the Caslians' exclusive Camelot bar, a hidden speakeasy within the hotel. It had been designed by Kaylin McLaughlin, and it was opened as a special joint venture between him and the Tylers, the owners of the exclusive hotel chain where she'd worked most of her adult life. Maggie had commandeered the hotspot for a surprise graduation party, inviting everyone they knew. Literally. Peyton had even spotted their 7th-grade English teacher dancing with one of the hotel's concierge staff. Her friend took a big sip of her own glass before standing on a chair. She lifted her glass in a toast. "To the hardest-working woman in town and my very best friend in the world. Congratulations on your PhD!" Peyton had delivered her magnum opus to the computer science department yesterday. After sleeping 12 hours, she'd woken to the hotel's masseuse waiting to give her the works. Once he'd finished, he'd said Maggie had organized an intimate dinner for the two of them to celebrate. Instead, she'd found the party of the year. Feeling loved, Peyton laughed, standing and holding her own glass high. "Thanks. And to all of you, I can't tell you how much it means you're here. I'm done, bitches!" There was laughter all around. Peyton chugged her drink, then held out her empty glass for a refill. Patrick, Maggie's other brother, laughed and replaced it with an equally artful glass, a gin-based drink this time. Peyton didn't even bother to ask for one with her preferred rum instead. Forget that Liam's not here. After 4 long years, she'd finally completed her dissertation in computer science, a PhD she'd earned while working full-time in the IT department of the hotel. Kaylin and his wife Maya had set up an elaborate private party in the VIP room of the Camelot, one complete with a private bar and a mustachioed hipster mixologist. Some of her other girlfriends were here as well. Elin and Sophia had flown in from the UK, where they both lived with their doting husbands. Both were here at Maggie's behest, with their men in tow, to help Peyton celebrate. "I can't believe you guys came all this way," she'd cried when she saw them. Sergei Damov was also here, but he made his home in Manhattan, which was just a short helicopter ride away, a viable travel option for a billionaire. The music was just loud enough, and the alcohol flowed. Peyton felt great as she danced and drank with her best friends. "I can't believe I'm finished," she shouted from her spot in the middle of the dance floor, holding up her cocktail like a torch. Whoops and cheers came back from all directions. Maggie threw her arms around Peyton, almost sliding to the floor as her stilettos lost purchase on the tiles. Laughing their heads off, Peyton and Elin caught her, helping her up so they could keep dancing their butts off. Sometime after Peyton's 3rd cocktail, she took a break from dancing, collapsing in her seat at the head table. A hush fell over the room as someone came inside. When the music was turned down, Peyton twisted her head to see Sabrina, the hotel's pastry chef, holding a cake lit by sparklers. A chorus of "For she's a jolly good fellow" broke out as Sabrina set the cake in front of Peyton. "It's chocolate and sweet cream, your favorite," the chef said, before leaning over to give her a hug. Peyton almost squealed. "I don't care what flavor it is. Everything you bake is amazing." The Caslian only hired the creme de la creme. Everyone in the kitchen was the best at what they did, but Sabrina was exceptional. People from all over the East Coast came to the Caslian just to eat her desserts. The Tyler brothers had fended off more than one attempt to poach her. Peyton had just finished cutting the cake when she felt his presence. Peering over,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?